You're not gonna be able to see in those. Oh my god. I'm so embarrassed. Can you see?
No.
So don't put them on.
Yo.
What does that look like to you?
I hope I don't ever have to look like that. Or see in that type of vision, because I will not survive.
How do you think I feel every day without my glasses? Hey y'all, welcome to the Late Night Snacking Podcast.
We're your hosts, Devin and Anita. And this is our weekly podcast where we grab a blanket and some snacks and talk about all things relationships, growing pains, and navigating through, honestly, life itself.
We hope our experiences encourage others to grow to become the best versions of themselves, and for their relationships. Grab a snack and let's go. What is up, snackers?
What's going on, y'all boys?
Woo!
And welcome to the Late Night Snacking Podcast.
Welcome back to the pod.
The most honest podcast. The most open podcast. And the most wholesome podcast in the world.
Woo! Welcome
been a little minute.
back. Yeah, welcome
been a little minute.
back. So, wow. Okay, let's catch everybody up. Obviously, y'all know that we were in Vegas a couple weeks ago, and then we came...
Which is a lie. No, we were in Vegas, but Vegas is a lie.
Right. And then we came back, and we dropped that vlog, but we also dropped another vlog, which was this past Wednesday's vlog.
At Monday Night Brewing.
At Monday Night Brewing,
which is
on a Monday night, which you can't get more, you can't get better than that. So that's what we have been up to. Sorry for not dropping a pod, but usually, like, I don't know if y'all noticed this, but like,
y'all be rocking with the vlogs anyway, it seemed like.
Yeah, y'all really do. I will say though, like, season 1 us would have been okay with just coming on the pod and just kind of like talking about whatever, really. Right. Like, even if we didn't really have a topic, but what season are we on? 4? Season 4 us, like, we're very seasoned. Like, if we're gonna bring y'all something, we want it to be prepped.
Quality.
Yes, like, we're not gonna give y'all just a half-assed episode, which is why we gave y'all a vlog instead, because that's just a little bit easier for us to 1, film, 2, edit. So
right.
Yeah, so we went that route. Hope y'all enjoyed. Let us know, drop in the comments if you enjoy our date night vlogs, or if you have any other vlog ideas that you want to see. If you're enjoying the vlogs, let us know. We'd love to know. So, yes, welcome back to the pod. It's been a couple weeks. We have a good one for y'all tonight, and obviously we'll get into it in a little bit. But
fellas, you're gonna want to listen to this. Put it in your toolbox.
Oh, I'm glad you said that, because I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to sound like that person where it's be like, all right, guys, this is for you. But like, it's for ladies too, but it's definitely a little more geared towards the men on this.
Put it in your toolbox.
Episode.
Put it in your toolbox.
Put it in the toolbox for sure. Cool. Alrighty.
Snacks.
Yeah, let's do snacks first, and then we'll hop into unpack the snack.
Got a little bit of butter pecan ice cream. And before y'all get on here talking about something, it's you're keeping butter pecan alive. Like, typically I don't.
That's not a popular flavor anymore?
No, absolutely not.
They think it's an old people flavor.
Slick. But yeah, it was in...
My mom loves butter pecan ice cream. Sorry, Mom.
And is it pecan or pecan? I don't think it really matters. I think it kind of depends on where you're
from. Yeah, I say pecan. You say pecan.
So yeah, butter pecan ice cream, Pecan. And it's good, by the way. Shout out to Aldi, of course.
Shout out to Aldi for sure.
Got the whole carton for like $2 and some change.
That's not bad. Mm-hmm. They're selling Ben & Jerry's in Aldi too. Have you been seeing that?
No, that's a lie.
Yeah, in our Aldi.
No, not the real Ben & Jerry's, it ain't.
Jimmy Fallon's face is on the carton, so it's the real deal.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to y'all. Y'all already moving up.
We're stepping up. Yeah, I was about to say. Okay, so I have the sweet and salty nut. This one is chocolatey pretzel and almond. I don't know if I've featured this one. I usually have the one that has the dark chocolate bits in it. Mm-hmm. This one has pretzels and almonds, so this flavor is really good. They make a peanut one too and a cashew one. So if you don't like almonds, like there's other flavors that they cater to. So yeah, get you some. Their bars are really good. Unfortunately, they only do like 6 bars in a pack, which like is kind
of lame.
It is because like
6 bars, bro. It's 7 days in a week. Do the math.
Like that's not gonna last me 2 weeks.
Crazy.
The other little ones, the chewy ones that we get, those come 12 in a pack. So those are considerate because those you can take one like almost every day for lunch.
Those are the ones that I usually
have.
Here. Yeah.
Alrighty. Moving to unpack the snack because I'm very excited about this one because it is a very special week in this household. Would you like to share what is coming up this Thursday?
Our last 4-year anniversary.
Oh my God. It is our last.
So this would be our last, like, I guess, dating anniversary before we go into a different date.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Mm-hmm. So this would be our last time celebrating our anniversary on October 5th.
Yeah. So the next one's
will be April 27th.
Our wedding anniversary.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's exciting.
So yeah, moving on.
Moving on up, 4 years together. Holy cow! I don't know. Time has flown.
Sound like a decade, bro.
For me.
I feel like a decade, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. No, I'm just playing.
I was about to say the two contrasts. I'm like, time has flown so fast. You're like, God damn, it's just so slow. So we put on the podcast story page, for y'all to submit some questions for us, so we could pick a few and like just kind of like reflect and do an unpacked snack. I think last year we did like a whole episode on it. We didn't want to bore y'all with all the details. Y'all already know how we rock in. Like, it doesn't have to be a whole episode, but we did just want to like touch on the anniversary a little bit because it is special and fun. So, okay. We have a few questions.
Oh.
Yeah.
The people have spoken.
People have spoken. Okay. First one. What is y'all's best/favorite memory? I guess in the past 4 years.
Honestly, I don't think I really have a favorite.
You don't have a favorite?
No, not really. All of them.
I don't know.
No, I'm joking. But no, I will say probably like a lot of like the early stuff.
Yeah.
That was probably the most fun time.
The honeymoon stage for us was like so fun.
Yeah.
Especially during, it sounds so bad. I feel like we always say this,
during
but
COVID.
During COVID, oh my God, we were living the times of our life.
For real.
Yeah.
I would say that or either Colorado.
I would say Colorado.
Or LA. LA was crazy.
Oh, excuse me.
Because the concert was lit.
The first thing that came up for me was Colorado. But I don't know. Getting engaged is a hard one to beat for me. That was like a very special day. So I don't know. I would put those two up there. LA was fun.
Yeah, LA was wild.
Yeah. I want to like.
We got to redo that.
Yeah.
Slick.
I was about to say this is just me and you talking to each other right now, but like.
Yeah. We did a lot though while we were there. It's just.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like there was some other stuff that we probably wanted to do that we just didn't.
LA is hard to only do in like a 3-day span.
True.
And like 2 of those days, you're only there for like a half day. Mm-hmm. So you're really only there for like 2 days. But yeah, like after the wedding, I want to get back into like our traveling. We used to take a trip every year.
Yeah.
And we would go for Devin's birthday because 1, the flights were usually pretty decent, and 2, it's just like not in the middle of a school year or something, or it was just better to like, oh yeah, it is in the middle of school year, but like, I don't know, that was just a convenient time for us to like take trips and stuff. So we'd always go out around like Devin's birthday. But Yeah, like I want to get back into that.
Yeah, we got to. That's
I really feel like
mandatory.
that's where we thrive is like when we're traveling
Tennessee
somewhere.
was
Yeah,
crazy.
taking a trip, exploring.
The first Gatlinburg trip was.
Before we went back to Gatlinburg like 5 times after.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
Bro, we did Tennessee so many times.
I never want to see Gatlinburg again. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I'm kind of good on Tennessee for a while. I ain't gonna lie.
Maybe like when the kids come along, we could
Yeah.
bring them on a family trip. Other than that, I don't want
Let
to
them
see
go.
Gatlinburg
Yeah.
ever.
Been there too many
Ever
times.
again. Okay. Somebody asked, how are you guys celebrating? I guess our anniversary. I think we just talked about this.
Yeah. Well, for those of you who don't know, I'm now currently working at an elementary school. Not elementary school, but a middle school now. And I also assistant coach football.
Yeah.
So after school, there's football practice. Probably gonna play hooky on football practice. Either Thursday or Friday.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I don't think we've really decided yet. But probably go to dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Little night out on the town. Hang out a little bit. So yeah.
It's always a fun time.
Yeah, we'll probably do that.
Cool.
Which I'd really like to do something like, I don't know, like take a trip or something and do something, but with school and work and
Wedding.
yeah, it's a
That's
lot.
not like
Even like a small trip, like something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
We will be in Nashville this weekend though for a wedding.
oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
shout out to Sarah Miller,
Mm-hmm.
my boy Dustin getting married. So
So technically it'll be a little trip.
yeah,
We'll be back really fast, but
Right,
it'll be a
right.
little trip. But yeah. I don't know, I've never been picky about like, oh, we need to do something extravagant. Like, as long as we acknowledge the day and we're together, like, I don't
All right,
really.
that's enough.
Yeah, I don't really.
Yeah.
Not picky. Okay. What is the biggest lesson y'all have learned when it comes to your relationship?
Who are asking these questions? Who's asking this? Show yourself.
Reveal yourself.
It's.
That's a deep one.
I put it this way. Of course, I mean, we probably picked some things up along the way, but like there really hasn't been much. If you I don't know, like if you think about it, we've been practically living a married life for the past like 3 years, for real, like 2 to 3 years, honestly.
Yeah.
So it's just like the game hasn't really changed,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
I know biggest lesson for me, like that I've had to tell myself, is like just to let shit go. Like half of the time it's just not worth
Yeah.
getting worked up about or having a disagreement about or an argument about. So I don't know. I think that's you with your lax personality that's like helped me with that because I overthink everything.
True story.
Everything. So yeah, I would say that's like a big one for me that I've had to learn over time. It's just like, it's okay just to like let shit be sometimes. Like it's not worth the emotional like.
Oh no,
strain.
I'll say I guess actually voicing my feelings, like how I feel about certain things, or even though like honestly, I'll be completely honest, sometimes I still don't. But
Same, yeah.
depending on, the situation or what it is, like just kind of getting that off versus just kind of like letting it sit and then just kind of being like, like whatever. Instead of like letting it be known, this is how I feel about certain things. This is how I feel about this. So yeah, I'd say voicing my feelings and my opinions about certain stuff.
Nice.
And being able to keep my opinions to myself. Giving like, unsolicited advice and stuff like that. 'Cause I don't like when people do that to me. It's like if I don't ask, keep it to yourself.
You do that.
So usually like and she'll tell you like I'll literally stop myself.
Yes.
But I'll be like, never mind. You didn't ask me. And then she'll be like, oh, no, I want to know. And then, like, I'll say it. But,
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just something I'm trying to be mindful of.
No, I appreciate that because I think y'all hear this a lot, like a lot of the times too, where it's like sometimes we just vent because we just want somebody to listen. Like we don't want you to solve the problem. Like at least 85% of the time, we're not looking for you to give us a solution. Like just listen to what we're saying. Like sometimes we just have to get it off our chest. So I like that he does that. He'll stop himself and be like, okay, like unless you really want feedback from me, I'm not going to give it to you because you might not be looking for that. Right. Which a lot of the times I'm not. Like I just want you to listen. So yeah, that's a good nugget for the guys. Don't try and fix everything. Don't give unsolicited. Yeah. Like ask.
Yeah, 2 ears for a reason. Isn't that what they say?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. When was the moment you knew you were meant to marry each other? I think we talked about this on...
Yeah, I think we did touch on that.
From what I remember, I think that we said that it wasn't like a moment. It was like...
Yeah, it was things
over time.
Yeah, it was just things that just kind of like led up to it. You know, it's like events happen over a year. And then that, more events happen over 2 years. Mm-hmm. Then more experiences happen over 3 years. And it's just like, I think we should do this.
Yeah. And I will say this, like, I think, and this is not to the person that asked at all. I'm just saying in general, I think people get, and this has to do with social media and like movies and stuff like that. But I think people get caught up in like, it has to feel like a moment that like something hits you and you're like, oh my God, I love her. Like, you know what I mean? When like love and feelings like that comes over time. Like how people are like, oh, she's wifey material or he's husband material or stuff like that. Like there's a list of things that you personally are looking for in somebody else that would make them a good husband or a good wife that like, somebody can't do that in one moment. Like that's these are characteristics that you're seeing from somebody over time. So like things that I feel make Devin a good husband is not stuff that he was showing me on date 2 or 3 or whatever, but things that he did show me things that I liked on date 2 and 3 that like there were other things that made him, I think, make him good husband material that didn't come until like year 2. You know what I mean? Like we have to go through life together to figure out like, how do we respond in situations? How do we support each other in situations? Like, so it's over time that I'm like, I think you would make a great husband. But I didn't think that about you from like one moment that something hit me.
Like first impression.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Like she said, just kind of over time.
Yeah.
You start seeing things, you start noticing things that, never really happened to you before by any other partner.
Yeah.
And, it's like a breath of fresh air. So it's just kind of like, you know what? I can see myself marrying her for real,
Okay. Last one is, what are you looking forward to most on your wedding day?
Probably the fun. Honestly, just being surrounded by our people.
That's mine too.
Being celebrated for once instead of the one doing the celebrating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, other people celebrating us, I think.
I think it's special too because, like, as y'all can tell, we love our relationship. Like, it's something that we take a lot of pride in. So, like, it feels good when other people are showering you and celebrating your love, because we already do that amongst ourselves. So it feels warm and welcoming when like a room of people are also celebrating your love and stuff like that, because
we go hard for our friends, like, and just to have our friends and family and stuff, like, show up for us, and like you said, like, shower us with love and stuff. I think that's what I'm looking forward to the most. That's
gonna probably be the only day that almost all of our family is like in a room together.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be crazy and fun and
Yeah,
like
that's gonna be wild.
I'm so excited. So yeah, it's lit. April 27th, 2024.
Yep. Winning with Wansley.
Winning with Wansley. All right. Cool. Shall we hop into le topic?
Just get into it.
Bet. Okay. So tonight we're covering, well, this came up, it keeps coming up. So at least in my world. So I wanted to do it as a topic, but it's called bids for connection. And I didn't know it was called that until I literally had to look it up. But I came across a TikTok, of course. It's either me coming across like a TikTok or
it's always
a
TikTok.
podcast.
Literally.
Literally
every time.
Either I was on TikTok or I was listening to a podcast, and but I was on TikTok and it was this video of this husband and he's talking about how you should be excited about the wallpaper. Like that's how he started the video. So I was like, the hell? So I kept watching it because I didn't understand what he was saying. But he was like, basically, I guess him and his wife, they bought a new house or whatever, and she was kind of taking over like a study area, like an office area.
Mm-hmm.
And she had ordered some wallpaper to get put up and stuff like that to kind of like make the room her own type thing, because it was her office space. So she was telling him like, oh, I think I should get this one, but I don't know. And she's kind of like sitting there deliberating about the wallpaper.
Yeah, y'all know how women do when they're trying to design stuff.
Yeah. Should I do this?
Turn it into
Is this
Picasso.
too much?
Like it turns into like a
'Cause we are
10-step
Picasso.
equation. Like it gets complicated. So, you gotta let them just do their thing.
Gotta let us do our thing. So she was asking him like, do you think this one will be too flashy? Yada, yada, yada. And he was like, he engaged with her and was like, no, I don't think it'll be too flashy. Like once you get the furniture in here, like you could really do it up. Like I think it'll look good. And so I think she was at work when the people came to put up the wallpaper. So she told him, or he told her like, it'll be good. Like I'll FaceTime you when they're done putting it up so you can see it, like how it looks, all this stuff. And he did. He followed through, called her once the people were out putting up the wallpaper. He was like, it looks good. Like once you get furniture in here, like it's going to look really nice. Like you picked a good one, blah, 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 blah. And she was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see it when I get home. So like they're like excited, right? So his whole point was like, get excited about the things that are important to your partner. Even if it's not your main interest. He's like, I literally could have cared less what wallpaper she picked. Like it wasn't my room. I don't have an eye for design, so like I didn't
it was the
really
fact
care.
that she was excited about it. So
yeah, and it was important to her. Yeah, so he engaged with her. But I was like, what is this called? Because I feel like this happens more than not in a relationship where like one partner is basically putting out like a bait for the other partner, and it's important whether the other partner takes it or not.
Right.
And so I looked it up and it's called Bids for Connection. Some guy, Dr. John Gottman, his name is, did like a whole study on it about like how certain couples, like 86% of couples who are still together and married do the whole bid for connection. Like they turn towards each other and like actually reciprocate, where like I think only 33% of divorced couples did it. So like, it's a really important thing to do, but it's so subtle that I don't think people realize whether they're dismissing their partner or playing into it. Like it's hard to tell whether you're doing it or not. So I wanted to like break some of it down, give some examples, kind of talk about it. We have this in our relationship, like things come up like that in our relationship. So like I just wanted to like break it all down so y'all are like mindful about whether you're doing this with your partner, how to do it with your partner, how to not dismiss your partner, how to turn towards your partner, and actually address these things.
Because I'll be honest, like though this seems like a very like simple concept to grasp, in which it probably is, but my biggest problem like with this, and I won't say it's a problem, but like it's hard for me to fake something like that. Like I usually I feel bad about it because she'll tell you like I am kind of a buzzkill sometimes. She'll be like hear about something and I'm just like, oh okay, like, but like and it's not to be dismissive. It's just like I can't fake to care about something I could honestly care less about. I just can't. And then I wear it, and it makes it worse because I wear it on my face a lot. Like,
And
it's not, yeah, and it's my tone too. Like, I'm just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Like, but instead of just being like, oh, word, like, tell me more about this, like, it's like I can't pretend to care. Like, because then I kind of feel like I'm just like, just kind of putting up a front. You know what I mean? Just so you'll stop. You know what I mean? And that's not cool either. You know, I don't want her to feel like that. But like, I don't know. I find it hard for me to like pretend to do that.
So
sometimes.
It's not that you're pretending to care about the thing. It's that you're engaging with your partner because you care that they feel cared about. If that makes sense. So like your partner is not asking you to care about the wallpaper. They're basically wanting you to match their energy about something that they are excited about, whether you care about the thing or not. And I feel like that's the part that people miss and why they dismiss sometimes, because it's like, well, that has nothing to do with me, so like whatever.
Right.
And he could have easily in the wallpaper dynamic been like, well, that's your room, like you put up what you want. And like for that to be a normal response for somebody, like somebody would probably think that that's a fairly normal response, like it's okay, like, but he really is like missing the mark there, because she's wanting to engage with him about something and he's gonna put it off and be like, oh well, it's your room, like just do what you want. Like when it's like, can you just have a conversation with me about the fucking wallpaper? You know what I mean? Like I'm not asking you for that much, like just engage. And he was literally like, no, I think that one looks good. Like, yeah, no, it should look fine. Like once you get the furniture in here. 2 sentences. That's it.
Yeah.
And she was over the moon about it. Like, and that's the thing is like, I feel like people miss that part. So it's not caring about the thing. It's matching your partner's energy because you care that they are excited about something that is important to them. So I was using this with him as an example earlier. So I'm in a fantasy football league with my coworkers. Do I give a shit about football? No. I don't care. Like it could be on, like he will sit down on the couch and like be okay with watching back-to-back games. I don't care to do any of that. Like, yeah, my attention span is too short. I'll maybe watch like 5-10 minutes of it and then I'm off doing the next thing. So I don't care about that. But I know that it's something that every time football season comes around, he is like in it. So I'm like, okay, well, why don't I just engage in conversations with him? And it helps that I'm in a league because now we really do have something to talk about. You're helping me fix my team. I'm like, is this guy any good? Should I bench him? Didn't even know what benching somebody meant before. Like, these are things that
Wade from a team.
Yeah. What the hell is that? Just learned that like last week. So like, these are things that like, I don't care about the football aspect of it, but it is something that is fun and important to him that he's doing during this football season. So I want to find like a common ground in that, if that makes sense. So it's not me faking the funk because I'm telling the truth. I don't care about football. Like this is not me faking liking football. I still don't really care for it, but I'm going to engage in conversations with you about it because it's fun and exciting for you.
Right.
And when you start talking about players, I'm like, oh, who does he play for? Like, I'm asking follow-up questions. Like, oh, yeah, so-and-so got hurt. Oh, what happened to him? Like, I don't really care, but, like, I want to talk to you. And I want to, like, be on your level of understanding about stuff. So, like, I'm going to engage in that. That is the equivalent of
the wallpaper.
Getting excited about the wallpaper.
So, football is the wallpaper for me.
Football is the wallpaper in this relationship. But like I said, because I know you were saying, you were like, it's hard to fake care. And it's not that you're faking caring about the thing, because you don't have to care about the thing.
Yeah.
It's just caring about your partner enough to like respond and engage in a conversation with them about it. We don't have to go on for hours about it. I don't talk to you about football for hours, but we can have a 2-minute conversation about it and like call it good. And like, it's still me adding some sort of like care. Like, you're making a bid and I'm taking it, if that makes sense. So I want to get into that part because it's a 2-part thing. Like, you could either turn towards your partner, which is what they call it in the study, or you can turn away or quote unquote miss or dismiss. Like, there's different words for it, but like, you either take the bait or you don't, is pretty much how it goes. And we'll get into it further, but like, the overall arching part about like missing a bid is just that like, your partner might go and seek that care elsewhere. Yeah, well, it's like, okay, well, I'm not going to talk to him about this because he literally doesn't care, or he never engages in conversation with me about it. But I want to talk to somebody because I'm excited about it, so I'm going to go talk to somebody else. And like, I'm not saying that's always going to be another like male or something like that. That's not what I'm insinuating. I'm just saying that like, if your partner is giving you an opportunity to connect with them, the best thing you can do is connect instead of dismiss. So we'll go into it, but like, I found this really good list of that Dr. John Gottman guy I was talking about before. He made like a pretty simple list of examples of things that you and your partner might even be saying to each other and not even realizing that like, that's your partner giving you a bid to connect. But like, you may not realize that or understand what the deeper meaning of it is, and you might be missing it. So here are a few. I love the first one because the first one is like so common where it's like, how do I look?
Yeah.
I think us women do this a lot, and it's not to attention seek, even though maybe it is like an attention seek. There's just like a negative connotation with that, but like, it is to basically give you a bait to give us a compliment. And like, there's nothing,
I can see that.
And there's nothing wrong with that, ladies. There's nothing wrong with asking your partner, how do I look, to get a compliment from your partner. If you have to do that all the time, that's kind of annoying, because like, why can't you just compliment me on your own sometimes? But like, there's nothing wrong with like baiting for a compliment. It's your partner. Like, I feel like people don't want to do that, and that's where the bidding thing gets hard, because like, people are like, well, why do I have to keep putting it out there? Why do I have to keep putting it out there? We talked about this on our last episode, that like, sometimes we just don't want to ask for things. Like, we would just like you to do them on your own, and that's okay. But this is the other side where like, it's okay to bid for certain connections. If you want your partner to compliment you, it's not an issue to put out a bid of like, how do I look? Or like, do you like this dress or whatever? Partner, this is where you come in and you either have a choice to like totally miss the mark on this,
or give them the compliment,
or just give the freaking compliment. Like, it's that simple. Like, that is like, I don't know why that's just like rocket science for some people to like not.
Some people just be
like, do you not like your partner?
You just miss it, you know.
Some people,
it's a lot of air up there instead of a brain. You know?
Some people do. But yeah, I mean, if your partner's asking you like, how do I look? Do you like my outfit? How's this dress? Like, that is just a point blank. You look beautiful. Love the dress. That's it. Like, don't even have to give too much in it. Just give the compliment.
Yeah, it's simple, fellas. We just got to tap in. That's all.
Just gotta tap in.
That's really it.
What's another one? There's so many good ones on here.
Oh, respond to simple requests.
Yeah. So the first one. So basically, he's just saying that like, he says bids usually have a secondary layer. Call it the difference between text and subtext. So like the subtext is like, how do I look? Do you like the dress? Blah, blah, blah. But the actual meaning of what you're trying to say is like, pay attention to what I'm saying to you. Like that's the overall message. So another one in the subtext they had is like, did you see that squirrel? Or like, did you see the tree? Or like, we're passing something. It's like, oh, did you see that? Or whatever. It seems like such a small thing, but
she never sees a squirrel.
Is that a blind joke?
No, it's because that happens a lot. Like literally. I'm like, oh man, look at those cows. Huh? Yo, what? It's way back there now. We passed it. It's like 2 miles back there.
Sorry. So see, I need to pay attention to what
like it could be a full-on zombie apocalypse.
All right, now you're doing too
and
much.
It's like
You're doing too much.
You look at them last minute.
Back it.
We done got abducted by now.
Back it up.
Turn into zombies.
Anyways, it's basically like, even if you're seeing things in passing or whatever, it seems like such a small thing, but it's basically like, can you pay attention to me and like what I'm saying? Like it's that simple. And it seems like such a small thing, but like, and it is a small thing, but it means something so much bigger. But yeah, the second one that Devin brought up, so like they said that the subtext was, so they're using a dog's name, so we'll use Hendrix in this case, where it's like, could you take Hendrix for a walk? Or while you're up, can you grab the salsa from the fridge or whatever? And
last night, actually.
Literally.
The Taco Bowls.
We had Taco Bowls.
It's like, oh, am I bringing the salsa? Yeah, bring the salsa.
Yeah,
bring the salsa, bro.
But if you asked, can you bring the salsa while you're over there? That is a bid. Like, y'all have to remember that these tie into so many other things. Like the one that we just did about the dress, or how do I look in this dress? These play into like love languages. Like, that's a word of affirmation that you would like your partner to compliment you. Mm-hmm. Me grabbing salsa from the fridge is an act of service for Devin. That's his main love language. Like, these things seem so small, but they are not. Like, they are an overarching thing. Like, if your partner's love language is acts of service and they are asking you to do something for them, that is a bid. Like, these are the things that we're talking about. Is like, it seems so small. It's just a question. Like, but it plays into how they want to connect. Like, me fulfilling that request for him is a way for us to connect. Like, that is like a confirmation of love, almost. Literally grabbing salsa from the fridge. Like, it's wild.
Then you go, hey, thank you.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly. And it's like, as I'm talking, I'm like, this seems so nuts, but like, it's not. Like, every day you and your partner probably make like 10 to 15 bids to each other and not even notice that you're doing that with each other. Because
believe it or not, every interaction counts.
Every interaction.
Believe it or not.
Yep.
And it's like she says, like, usually stuff that, just kind of goes over your head that you don't really think about.
Yes.
But like, it's a full-on transaction.
Yep.
Can you grab the salsa while you're over there? Oh, yeah, sure. You bring the salsa back. Oh, thanks. I appreciate you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a full-on, like, thing. So, yeah, every interaction counts. Yeah. So make it count.
Ugh. Love that. I was about to say, earlier actually was a great example for a bid. Had a rough little meeting at work. And I texted him during the day, which is hard because I know that he has like students and stuff like that, but it really did like kind of mess with my emotions. So the first person I go to is Devin, just because like that's my like support blanket. So I texted him. I didn't think I was going to get anything back until later in the day, but you responded. And so that was a bid to you almost, to be like, okay, I need some emotional support right now. Let me text Devin. Told him what was going on. And you were interacting with me in the conversation. It wasn't like, damn, that sucks. All right. Okay. Like, you were actually like, oh, okay, so what did she say next? Like, like, oh, damn, that stinks. Like, what do you think they're going to do about this? Like, you are asking questions back. You're engaging with me in the conversation. You're not giving unsolicited advice. Like, you were just there as support.
Caught myself.
That is a bid. Like, that was a bid to you from me, and you turned towards me instead of dismissing me, which I appreciate. And, like, that could have gone any way, but that's just a good example of, like, I presented you with something, and you took the opportunity to engage and care about what was going on in the situation. But, yeah, another one is, let's see. I'm trying to because there's plenty on here, so I don't want to go through all of them. But this one's funny. This one says, "Did you hear the one about ... And the overall arching text is, "Respond to my joke." Now, this might seem like a small thing, but as far as, like, responding to your partner's quote unquote joke or even, like, banter, that plays a huge role as far as, like, connection and your chemistry and stuff with each other. Like, if we're bantering and stuff, I don't want to leave you hanging because then I make you look dumb, especially like if we're in front of people or whatever. Yeah. If you throw out something to me or we're going to play off of each other, I'm not about to just leave you high and dry. Like, so if you were like, oh, did you hear about the I'm not about to be like, no. Like, I'm not about to make you look stupid. You know what I mean? Like, it seems like such a small thing, but this is what I mean, y'all. Like, these are such little, like, it's almost like you can't see them or, like, describe them, but, like, these are everyday conversations that, like, come up. Like, if you are bantering with your partner and you just leave your partner hanging, like, that's kind of messed up. And
I honestly feel like y'all be doing that. Y'all be doing that. I know y'all do that.
Like, leaving them hanging, because then it makes your partner look and feel dumb, and like, that sucks. Like, you don't want to do that to them, you know what I mean? So I know we're joking, it's like, oh, it's funny, like, laugh at my joke, respond to my joke, but, like, it's more than that. It's like, if I'm trying to flirt with you or if I'm trying to do banter with you, like, engage with me back. Don't dismiss that, because who knows? Like, you might start trying to look for that in other places, because there's like, damn, I can't even joke with you. We can't even laugh together. Like, you don't want to flirt with me no more. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
no.
All right, bet. Say less. So he dismissed the bid. No, but yeah, so look out for stuff like that. But another good one is I've been cooking all day. I'm so tired. So this isn't asking for anything, but the overall text.
Yeah, there's a little insinuation there.
It is. So, oh, I'm so tired, or, oh, I've been on my feet all day. Like, I just want to sit down. I'm exhausted. Like, basically, this is just asking your partner to help you, like, de-stress. But you're not saying that to your partner. You're right. So, that is a bid.
It brings me to the point that we've made on another podcast.
What?
What's wrong with just, like, saying that?
Yes and no. Because,
like, letting that be known.
Because,
just saying. You asked for one thing, we're doing another. Hold on now.
Okay, but I guess,
what's going on?
But this brings me back to the point of what I was just saying earlier.
You kind of just want your partner to just do it without you having to tell them. Okay,
thank you.
I get it.
Like, do I feel like I do tell you sometimes, like, when I'm feeling stressed. Like, I'm a little overwhelmed right now, I'm stressed or whatever. Like, I'll say that. But sometimes I don't. Like, I just, like, I don't want to get into all that heavy shit. But I am going to say, like, I'm tired. I'm just, like, I just want to sit down. I've been on my feet all day. Like, I'll say that. Like, oh, I just had to clean the bathroom. Like, that damn shower. I'll say it every time. I hate cleaning the shower. But, like, I will make that known. But yeah, like sometimes I just don't want to flat out be like, I'm so stressed. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
overdoing it.
Yeah, like this is what we were saying before. Like, these are things that you may not catch because they just simply come in a conversation. Not everything has to be a black and white. I am stressed right now. Please hug me. Like, you know what I mean? If we were to be
That'd be kind of weird in your head.
But that's what I'm saying is like, if that's how every conversation between us would go, like, that's kind of a lot. Like,
yeah.
I feel like the bids are important because it's understanding the subtext of your partner. Not everything has to be full out black and white stated. Like, if I'm stating that I'm tired, then like just help me de-stress a little bit. Like, I don't feel like I have to come flat out tell you the 5 things that are stressing me out for you to get the picture.
Right.
Do you see what I'm saying? So not everything has to be like that, but this is why I'm saying like these bids are important because it can be missed. Like, this is actually a perfect example of you saying like, well, why can't you just say it? Because that's how it's being missed. Mm-hmm. Why does your partner have to like flat out say everything going on with them? Why can you not take the bid when they are giving it? So this is why we're trying to get y'all to understand, like, this is us learning it in real time because we do have conversations like this in our relationship, but like maybe you are also having them in your relationship, and just seeing that like not everything has to be stated. There are subtexts.
Right. Take a hint sometimes.
And that's literally what it is. It's like a hint.
Just take a hint.
Yeah. So, let's do a couple more, and then where are we at with time? You know I ain't got my glasses.
We're at 45.
Oh, okay, it's not bad. We can do a couple more. What are some other ones that you saw in here that you liked?
No, be affectionate. Come cuddle with me while I read.
Yeah. I feel like that one that's a pretty straightforward bid.
Yeah.
Like,
I want to see how you can really miss that one. The instructions are kind of laid out for you.
But the important part that we keep trying to stress is like, are you going to move towards your partner and take the bid, or are you going to miss and dismiss, basically? And honestly, that is an easy one to dismiss. Like, oh, no, I'm tired. Oh, I'm doing something. Like, oh, come later or whatever. Mm-hmm. Like,
I'm about to go in the game.
Ooh.
Fellas. Boy, do not let that PlayStation be the reason why you dead. Don't let that PlayStation be the reason why your girl trying to leave you. Don't.
Oh, wow.
Xbox, don't matter. Don't let that be the reason. Because you want to get on 2K. 2K ain't going nowhere. All y'all doing is buying VC anyway.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
I got to relax. Because they be doing that. That's the only reason why I said, because I know they be doing it. I know a lot of guys will be doing that for real. You will literally neglect your partner for the game. Now, coming from somebody who owned a PlayStation at one point in time, wouldn't say I necessarily neglected, but that was just my downtime. For instance, instead of watching football, I may hop on the game. But I don't have a game anymore, so there's that. But when I did have one, that was just like my outlet. That's it. You know, it was the wallpaper. The game was the wallpaper.
No.
So, fellas, the game can be the wallpaper sometimes.
Oh, my gosh.
It's all right.
Honestly, yes, the game can be the wallpaper in the sense that, like, your girl can engage in conversation with you about a game. But just like you were saying, like, that was a downtime thing for you. That is something that is important to you. But she is also asking for something.
Right.
And it may not, showing affection and cuddling may not be that important to you. But this is where the wallpaper thing comes in. It may not be the thing that is important to you, but it is something that she cares about. So take the bid, if that makes sense. Like,
or find a happy medium.
Sure.
Let her cuddle you while you play the game.
Oh,
if it's the clothes that she's looking for, I'm just saying.
I'm not mad at it.
I'm just saying, like, you know.
That's what I used to do.
You know, you can sit between her legs while you on the game, you know, doing your little thing.
Take a cute little picture because you know that's what she's trying to do.
Yeah. It's all right.
Okay. Let's do one more. I like number 4. So the question is, do you like my drawing? How were the cookies? So this one says, show interest or active excitement in my accomplishments, which I really do like this one because how were the cookies is such a stronger question than it comes off to be. Like, so this is how I feel, and then I have an example of how I think you feel about the same question. But like, that's me a lot of the times when I either like make something for Devin, like food, or if I like put something together for you, or like I don't know. One time I did
do
like
something at bar usually.
Yeah. Like if I achieved a certain amount of classes or whatever, or like, oh, I held my 90-second plank today. Like, what do you think? Like, I think one time I did like a fort date in here or something for you, and I was like really excited, but like all I really cared about was like, how did you think it came out type thing. So showing interest or active excitement in some sort of like achievement or something that you did is like very important to somebody like me, because I've expressed on this podcast before that like validation and stuff from other people or having some sort of worth in stuff that I do like for other people is important to me. Like, that's not everybody's cup of tea, but that is important to me. So when I do something like put a date together, achieve something in bar class, make you a meal, like I want that validation from you back.
Right.
So little do you know, those things are bids. Like when I ask you, oh, how was dinner? I know it's good. I just made it. But I want you to tell me that it's good.
She looking for, oh, that shit fire.
Yeah, exactly what I'm looking for. Yeah.
So, Villa, just tell her it's fire.
Just tell her it's good. Like, and it's the same thing about the dress earlier. How do I look in this dress? You look good. You look great. You look beautiful. Like, it is the smallest thing that we are looking for, but take the damn bid. Like, that is what people miss.
Get excited about the wallpaper.
They want to dismiss it, where it's like, oh, how was the food? And be like, oh, I mean, like, just like any other day, like, it's good, it's fine. Like, don't say that, because that's not what we're looking for. Like, we just slaved in the kitchen for you, and we can't even get it. Damn, that shit was fire. Like, that's what we want to hear. Like, say it was good. So that, and I feel like for you, it's like when you either paint or make something new, or like when you play a song for me for the first time, like a new song that you've been working on or whatever, like, I'm never gonna dismiss that. Like, that's a bid for you, to me, to either accept or dismiss. Like, and you're excited about it. You just put time into those things. Like, and it's the same thing about the cooking. Like, we are putting in time to like present something to each other. Take the bid. Like, that's what it is. And it's not fake excitement. It's you have excitement in it, and that makes me excited. So I'm going to engage in conversation with you about it. Same thing with football. Do I give a shit about the football? No. You care about football though. So I'm going to talk to you about football. So it's as simple as that. Like, if you want to look, because it's like a whole list. We don't have time to go through the whole list, but like.
Or honestly, fellas, hold on, just really quick. I can give you a secret or a tip to that. If you know that your partner does not care about something, don't even bring it up. Just don't bring it to him. It's a secret.
What do you mean?
Like, I do that. Like, if I know you don't like with football, I know you don't like football. So I'm never talking to you about anything about football, because I know you don't care. It'd be different if I knew that you cared about it and be like, then yeah. But I genuinely know that you don't know what's going on in football. Like, you don't really care about it, so I don't come to you and be like, oh man, guess who's playing today? Like, I'm not gonna do that. You don't care. Like,
that just debunks our entire thing that we just said. Do not listen to him.
It's the secret. I'm just saying.
No, it's not. That literally just defeats everything we just said for like 50 minutes. Are you fucking nuts? Do not listen to Devin. And yes, he does do that. Like,
it's fair though.
I just said, like, you do bring up stuff about football sometimes. That's why I said, like, for you, that's a bid. Like, I take that and I ask you follow-up questions and we talk about it. Do not listen to him. Like, what he just said is just debunks our entire thing. It doesn't matter if your partner cares about it or not. Like, that is what we're trying to say, or at least I'm trying to say, I guess. Like, did you not listen to the entire thing? The hell? What I'm trying to say is, if you think your partner really doesn't care, then it might be that they're dismissing you, and you might want to go talk to somebody else about it. Which
God almighty.
You are you nuts right now?
A little bit. I did have pecan ice cream, so I am a little nuts. Okay, that was a bit. Okay. I got him. Let's go. Let's go.
My God. But yeah, don't listen to Devin. It doesn't matter if your partner cares or not.
Listen to me if you want to live. No, I'm joking.
Wow.
It's a joke.
Wow.
It's a joke. It's a joke. I joke. I kid.
You kid.
Why you not laugh when you hear joke?
I'm done. I was about to ask you, is there anything else you want to add? But I don't want you to add anything else. I'm done with you. Okay.
Oh, man.
If you want to look up the rest, because it's a really interesting study, because it really does go deep into, like, why couples last, don't last, and, like, stuff like that. It's a really deep study about emotional connection with each other. But it's Dr. John Gottman. If you look up bids for connection, it'll come up. So, yeah.
Bids for connection. Bids for connection. Yeah.
It's like that Jay-Z meme where he's like, that's what I feel like I was doing just now.
Oh, man.
You are something else. Like, the chat we're about to have off camera from this.
Because football on.
Yeah. What'd I say?
I got him.
Don't care. Okay. Shall we hop into the hookup?
Yeah, I got to put y'all boys on anyway.
Okay. Let's hop into the hookup.
Holla if you hear me. I got the hookup. Holla if you hear me. I got the hookup. Holla if you hear me. I got the hookup. Holla if you hear me.
All right. What's going on, y'all boys? And I will be hooking y'all up tonight. I want to put y'all on the greatest burrito taco Mexican spot known to man.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm on that type time.
Okay.
It's called PHAT Burrito. Not fat as in, hey, you're fat. But fat as in like, yo, those shoes are fat. Like PHAT. I know y'all used to use that. Yo, man, that album was fat. Those shoes are fat. But anyway, PHAT Burrito. Because Moe's who? Chipotle who?
And that's the truth.
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah.
It's like that. So yeah, y'all go ahead and follow them boys on Instagram. PHAT Burrito _.
It's in Charlotte.
No, it's in Charlotte. Yep. So if you're ever in the area, come to 3543 DeWitt Lane, Charlotte, North Carolina, 28217.
It's really like that, y'all.
We even got a sticker for our table.
Yeah.
But man, like I got me a hat. That's what I should have did. I should have worn my hat for real. Yeah, I copped a hat from there. Like I'm a true fan of this place. Like the margarita is crazy.
Slap.
The quesadillas, crazy. The queso and
Tacos.
chips.
Oh, the queso.
Oh, man.
That might be the best queso I've
queso
ever
is elite.
had. Yeah.
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 It's like that.
Just go.
PHAT Burrito. Like you gotta
check them out.
Yeah, you gotta come check that out in Charlotte.
For sure.
Cause Moe's who? Chipotle who? South of the border who? Like, yeah.
Oh my God.
Y'all not messing with Fat Burrito. Fat Burrito is the big homie now.
They are. Yeah. Fat Burrito, we are taking sponsorships. If you would like to sponsor the Late Night Snack Podcast, we would be very appreciative. Thanks. Love you.
Yeah. Once again, shout out Fat Burrito. Shout out Fat Burrito. Follow them boys on Instagram at fatburrito_. Remember, not fat like you're fat, but PHAT as in your swag is fat. You see how I just mixed 2 generations? That's crazy.
Alrighty.
Like no other.
Let's go ahead and close it down. All right, y'all. We are closing it down because it is just getting too wild on this side.
I'm just trying to hook y'all up, man. That's all.
To future us, because this would come out a day before our anniversary. Happy almost anniversary. If you are following us on YouTube, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Make sure you like the video, give it a thumbs up, drop us a comment, all that good stuff. If you are following us on the audio, which I'm sorry, we haven't had audio in a couple weeks, but we're back. We are on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, so make sure you are following us on both of those. So our episodes can pop up. Yeah.
Keep your notifications on, all that.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Hope y'all enjoyed this episode. We really were on strong track until this one wanted to be funny at the end and debunk the entire episode. But like I said, don't
y'all enjoy seeing me have fun? I thought so.
But
okay. Let's close.
But like I said, don't listen to him. But no, I'm kidding. Hope y'all enjoyed it for real. Be mindful of the little conversations. I think the best thing that you said was like every interaction counts, because it really does. So just be mindful of how you're connecting and interacting with your partner. It's really important.
Facts, son.
Facts.
Facts, B.
Facts, B. All right, y'all. Love y'all, and we will see y'all next Wednesday.
Peace.
Bye.